the counter is coming in from the Congress party. They are now highlighting a similar practice being followed by the Bharatiya Janata Party. They are saying that close to 150 acres of land was allocated in a similar fashion by the BJP government back then between the years 2019 and 2023. They are saying that even RSS affiliated organizations were allocated public property land. Let's quickly take this forward with Afreen Hussain, who's joining me on the broadcast with more details. Afreen, what is the counter allegation coming in? Over 150 acres of land is what the Congress is talking about. What is the evidence backing this claim?
Well, absolutely, Akansha. The Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivkumar has said that I'm only taking 3,000, 5,000, 10,000 square feet of land. But the BJP government, when it was in power from 2019 to 2023, has allocated acres of land for cheaper prices, civic amenities land for very, very cheaper prices to BJP and RSS affiliated organizations. From what we're getting to know from Congress sources, let me just quickly read it out for you. 116 acre property allotted to the Center for Education and Social Studies. This is for the establishment of the Chanakya University, which D.K. Shivkumar was talking about. And this land has been given away for a mere 50 crore, even as its actual worth is excess of 300 crore. Now, a big serious allegation coming in from the Congress against the BJP when it was in power. That is from 2019 to 2023. We have more in the list. 8-acre plot in Bengaluru allotted to RSS affiliated Rashtrottana Parishad. There is a 5-acre land allotted to the same RSS affiliated unit in Hospet in Bellary district, and approximately 25 to 30 acres of land granted to RSS affiliated Rashtrottana Parishad in Kalburgi, Chikmagaluru, Mysuru, Mandya, Anekal and Yadgir districts. That is across Karnataka, and all of this land, the BJP sources claim, was allocated during the BJP tenure. That is during the Baswaraj Bommai and the B.S. Yediyurappa government tenure from 2019 to 2023. D.K. Shivkumar has gone on to defend his, the Congress government taking 3,000, 5,000 square feet of land by putting in a counter that acres of land, several acres of land was given during the BJP tenure. So he is merely just taking a few square feet. So that's all right. Now, this is the counter that's coming in from the Congress.
Absolutely, but will two wrongs make the right is also the other big moot question. But remember, the Congress, in fact, taking this attack beyond the BJP, they are also attacking RSS and its affiliated organizations, which is something I'll take forward with you, Afreen, in just a bit. For now, let's also listen in to the attack that's been mounted by BJP's Shehzad Poonawalla.
जनता का माल अपनी जेब में डाल. Take the public property, public money, public resources and use it for private purposes. That is the Congress philosophy, whether it's National Herald scam or what is happening in Karnataka now. Where in Karnataka, the government is allocating prime public land meant for civic amenities, for government use, to party offices for Congress party. So, the land which is costing almost 40 to 50 crores has been given away for a throwaway price of 2 crore rupees for Congress party so that it can build its offices. How much will they loot the people of Karnataka? Bad infrastructure, bad law and order, potholed roads, and then land meant for giving civic amenities is being usurped by Congress for their own offices. This is a massive scam.
All right, let's quickly go back to Afreen, who continues to stay with us. So, Afreen, both sides are coming up with their set of allegations. But what gives BJP the edge over here is that it is the Congress party which is in power in Karnataka, and that has to be more accountable to the people. And if you go by the allegations coming in now, Shehzad Poonawalla, of course, referring to the National Herald case, deeming Congress party as a party of corruption. And if one were to look at Karnataka alone, you're also looking at a time when MLAs are leaving for junkets to New Zealand, Australia, civic amenity plots are being given away. Can Karnataka afford this at the expense of the taxpayers' money? Shehzad even raked up the Muda scam.
Well, absolutely, Akansha. This is a time when the government should be looking at development works, when they should be looking at infrastructure crumbling in the city and trying to make sure that the citizens are provided with what they need first, more than construction of Congress bhavans. The BJP definitely is raking up the issue where the city is in shambles, the infrastructure is in shambles, development works are not taking place. There is reported corruption in the government, and despite all of this, the government has now gone ahead with allotting, civic community sites, that is government land for that should be used for the people, to Congress Bhavan Trust, which is going to be constructing 100 Congress offices. And DK Shiv Kumar going on to say that he is looking forward to this as Mahatma Gandhi's 100 years complete, and he wants to start this. The BJP has also said that the Congress here in Karnataka is inviting Rahul Gandhi for the inauguration of these Congress bhavans, and they should not do so. In fact, they're also asking that the land that is being allotted to the Congress should be taken back. There was no legal provision for for allocating these government plots, these civic community plots to Congress, and despite all of that, they have taken a cabinet clearance also. So they're saying that if these plots that have been assigned, allocated, are not withdrawn, then the BJP will even go on a protest regarding this.
All right, many thanks to you, Afreen, for bringing us all those latest inputs. We'll have to see how this war of words actually